this group is actually split into mosasaurs, pliosaurs, and ichthyosaurs. So we're actually going to go through the ichthyosaurs first. So we've got Ophthalmosaurus, a species also featured in the third episode of Walking with Dinosaurs, The Cruel Sea, and Shonosaurus, and Symbospondylus. Shonosaurus being the largest of the group, putting whales to shame, as well as the Symbospondylus, which was also featured in Chased by Sea Monsters, the documentary with Nigel Marven, also a good one. I'm going to answer this question because, for those who don't know, there's a shark feeder present for certain animals that can eat from it. No, Shonosaurus would not be able to do that, simply because it's too massive. It might breach out of the... It could, theoretically, if that was actually possible, breach out of the water, but I highly doubt that it would actually be able to stay in the air in suspended animation long enough to pull the shark down, simply because it's like too heavy. Of course, then again, Jurassic World's Mosasaur was right around 100 feet in length, so... So, for the pliosaurs, we've got Pliosaurs, aka Predator X, whose fossils were found in, practically everywhere. It was discovered to be a new species once it was initially discovered, and a powerful one at that. Basically, the T-Rex of the time. We've got Romalius. This one is actually a shorter-necked, a long-necked species of the pliosaurs, but would function the same way as the plesiosaurs in this game. Oh, God. And finally, we've got Dolichops, which was featured in a Sea Monsters documentary, and a fast and agile moving pliosaur, who would behave similar to the ichthyosaurs, again, present in this game. And finally, we've got the mosasaurs. We've got Kaikeflu, featured in Prehistoric Planet, as the most interesting thing. The most interesting thing is, this is a species of mosasaur that's not exactly featured a lot in media. Next is Glovidens, which is actually a marine, or a mosasaur that had blunt-like teeth capable of cracking open armored prey, similar to its relative, next on the list, Prognathodon, which had both sharp and blunt teeth capable of practically eating anything. Now, the reason I don't have any plesiosaurs on this list, because I think out of all these species of marine reptile that we currently have in the game, if you have all the DLCs, that is, or rather for the packs that yield marine reptiles, that is due to the fact that they make up the majority of the list in-game, even if you just recently bought the game, just have it like base. I've seen enough plesiosaurs in this game, and honestly, if the next pack the next DLC that's released does not have like species of mosasaur or pliosaur, or ichthyosaur rather, I'm going to lose it. And about Prognathodon, it may be able to use the shark feeder if integrated properly. That is it for the marine reptiles. Next is the pterosaurs, and then the final one we're going to do is creatures that are unlikely, or, okay, there's that, or would be able to integrate into the game. Very difficult. It would be very difficult to do that.